What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to cover the overall market. We will also cover the Sofi stock. The stock market is closed tomorrow for Memorial Day, so we will honor all of those, men and women that, lost their lives while serving in the U.S. military. So let's just take a shot. We got the medicine shot glass, and we have the extra cheap $12 New Amsterdam mango. As you guys can see, I'm not too much of an alcoholic. I bought this bottle a week ago and we're almost like halfway. So let's take this shot of the extra cheap. Whew, hits every time. And guys, please help me out for the YouTube algorithm so more and more people can see this video. Be sure to smash the like button. Let's try and get this video over, 1,200 likes. Be sure to drop a comment. I'm going to be commenting back to as many people as I can. And if you are not subscribed, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We will be keeping you updated daily. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, we could see just, a couple of days ago, stock market closes sharply higher as key inflation rate lower than expected, okay? So some type of measurements that the Fed is looking at, they saw inflation might be finally tipping over. So that's why the market got a nice bounce, to end the week. And, we've corrected, pretty significantly on the S&P 500, but specifically the NASDAQ. And we'll just show you a little bit more information of what's going on this weekend. Top Gun Maverick gives Tom Cruise the biggest opening weekend of his career, 124 million. So guys, this is pretty bullish to me because people are out there spending money, bringing their families to the movies, and the movies is not that cheap, okay? 2 movie tickets and a drink and a popcorn. I mean, you're talking $50 or so. So people are out there spending money at the movies, having a good time. This is the Top Gun redo they did, from over 25 years ago or something like that. And it looks like it's, Tom Cruise's highest gross ever on a weekend. This is absolutely insane. This is bullish. Now we can see here the 1 year on the NASDAQ. Okay, we'll zoom in a little bit. And we could see from the top to bottom, we corrected about, it says 29.9%, but it was about 31%. And as of right now, we're down about 25%, let's say. So we've went from 31% correction to 25% correction. So a little bit of a, reversal to end the week. And we have the S&P 500 that is also corrected. It says about 18.6, but this did go over 20. And as of right now, it's about 13%. So S&P 500 went from 20 to 13%. So a pretty big bounce. And guys, we may not be at the lows, but I'm telling you right now, we are extremely close. The reason why I believe we are extremely close is because we've had 2 rate hikes going on 3 very soon, okay? Those rate hikes are going to start chipping away at inflation, and I believe the next report that we're getting, we could see some good news that inflation could have a little, hammer to it and finally come down a little bit, and that's going to be, potentially the bottom, for these indexes correcting. 30% on the NASDAQ is absolutely insane. This is the CPI data. If we scroll down a little bit, the next report is coming out on June 10th. So we will be getting this report, very, very soon. I mean, tomorrow the stock market is closed. So that just gets us, 1 day closer. So, and literally, over a little bit of a week, this next CPI report with, 2 rate hikes kicked in is going to be coming. So let's see, what the data shows. We can see the last report for April or May. Consumer rose, the CPI data rose 0.3%. So it's starting to really slow down, it looks like, but we need to go in reverse. 1 full percent would be absolutely insane. So remember, June 10th, you want to be buying before June 10th, in my personal opinion, if you're looking to really, grab some shares and discounts on, multiple stocks. All right, guys, and we can see there's a new report coming out for interest rates on new federal student loans going up for 2022, 2023. You guys have been telling me this for the past couple of months. Biden is going to be hurting a lot of people when he starts back up these student loans. And the reason why is because student loans are going up because these rates are getting hiked for mortgages and stuff like that as well. So 2 years ago, federal student loan borrowers enjoyed the lowest interest rates ever on their loans. This fall, rates for undergraduate borrowers will be nearly doubled what they were in 2020, 2021. The interest rates for new undergraduate direct federal student loans are set to increase to 4.99% for the 2022-2023 academic year, up from 3.7% last year and 2.75% in 2020-2021. The interest rates on graduate direct loans are also set to increase to 6.54%. Parent and grad plus loans will also rise to 7.5%. So depending on when Biden, starts up these student loans, a lot of people are going to be, kind of screwed because these rates are going up extremely fast. So that's just something to think about. And guys, the two videos that I did the past, 2 days covering the CNBC, the Forbes, the CNN headlines about, Biden will most likely, start back up student loans and cancel the 10,000. They were really pushing that the past couple of days. That's why I was covering it. Guys, he did his speech or whatever at his alma mater and nothing happened, okay? So as you can see, those media headlines will not be held accountable at all for, just making up, their fantasies and stuff like that. I really thought, they were getting intel from the White House that, they were going to do the 10,000 student loan reduction or whatever, the wipeout. It looks like nothing happened, okay? So as you can see, Biden said over a month ago that he was going to make an announcement in the ongoing weeks. This Saturday would have been, 4 weeks, and that's why I believe those sources, CNN, CNBC, and Forbes, that's why they were saying they were most likely going to do the $10,000 right here, $10,000 student loan, wipeout, and nothing happened. So Biden, of course, still kicking the can down the road and just waiting on more time to get closer to his midterm elections to make an announcement. So guys, this is not really bullish for SoFi because we want to hear the announcement. Just make an announcement, okay? Just do it already. Don't just keep talking about it until the last second of your midterms, do it, okay? So it's very political what's going on with these student loans, as we can see, but interest rates are rising. So whenever they start them back up, people are going to be getting screwed regardless. Now I want to go over to SoFi's Q1 2022 investor presentation, okay? As we can see here, we know the guidance when it came out after their Q4 earnings, it was pretty soft, okay? They had a 280 and a 285, okay? But as you can see, they came and hit 322 million in revenue, guys. That is literally almost 13% higher than the high end of guidance. So 13% blowout on the guidance. That's a 37 million jump they made, guys. So SoFi, I've been reading their earnings reports for the past 4 earnings, and besides the last one for Q4, not Q1, the reason why their guidance or their revenue wasn't that good was because they did the extension on the student loan again, and it messed up all their marketing costs that they were putting in the student loans. So that's why you're seeing SoFi just completely get rid of student loans inside of their guidance, and that's why the last 3 out of 4 they've been beating their guidance by almost 10% every time. So if we go down to their Q2 2022 guidance, remember guys, this is with a bank charter license, 330 to 340. If they blow out 10% on the high end of the guidance, you could see here 340 plus 10%. We're looking at $374 million in revenue. This is going to be huge. You're also going to see EBITDA potentially hit the highest ever. Their high end on EBITDA is 15 million. I mean, EBITDA could come in 20 to 25 million dollars on their first earnings report with that bank charter. And I really think SoFi is in full throttle right now. They are not going backwards like a lot of these other companies. SoFi is really hitting the gas. I mean, look at this guidance. It doesn't look like anything's slowing down. Potentially, mortgages are slowing down, but guys, Galileo is on fire and private loans are also on fire, and that's where SoFi is thriving right now. 374 million in revenue, 20 million EBITDA boost on their Q2 for 2022. This is going to be looking like a very strong year, especially if we can end the correction for these indexes in the stock market in the next month or so. SoFi is going to be hitting full strides on the back end of the year, even without these student loans, okay? No telling what's going to happen by 2023 if student loans are in full gear. I mean, we could be seeing massive profitability jump in EBITDA. I mean, we're talking $200-300 million by next year. So everything's looking extremely strong for SoFi. And let's say they do hit that 374 million in revenue. You could see for their, guidance from these 5 analysts, they got them coming in for the quarter at 344. So if they come in at 374, look at this. The high end estimate isn't even at 374. So guys, it looks like SoFi should easily blow out Q2 and Q3 guidance, because look at Q3. Q3 is at 391. If they come in at 374, that's a $15 million jump for Q3 2022. So looks like SoFi set themselves up extremely nice to make sure that they beat every single earnings, because you don't want to go down like an Upstart 50% or a Snapchat 40% missing guidance in this type of market, okay? We need to get by this correction and continue to pace themselves very, very nice, beating earnings, continue to grow the company. Even though the market's very rough, okay, SoFi, once the market comes back together, I mean, they're setting up for a slingshot, because we've had the best earnings out of all of these companies. Once again, we got screwed on the headlines from the media with the student loans doing the $10,000 debt reduction this week. I don't know when it's going to happen, but hopefully it happens before midterms. And, that's going to be another boost in earnings heading our way. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. If you found any of this information useful, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We will be keeping you updated daily. Be sure to smash the like button. Don't forget to drop a comment. I'm going to be commenting back to as many people as I can. We will get by this nasty correction once again. We hit 31% in the NASDAQ. If you feel comfortable that the lows are pretty much in, now is the time to start nibbling before that CPI data comes out on the 10th. Once again, my name's Kyle. Hope you have a great day.